Hey guys, Ben from Stonker in Torquay. Got with me today a very special guest, Aidan Nicholas from New Zealand.
And
Armstrong. How are you?
Yeah, good.
Thanks for coming over. Thanks for bringing this beautiful New Zealand
It's sun over here. It's a beautiful day it's turned into.
Yeah, it's magnificent. So, got drinks on later today with these guys. Guy Schroeder behind the camera with us as well from Armstrong. How you been?
Yeah, good.
Travelling lots.
Flat out. It's been a busy year. We've had some good events and no, I'm stoked to be in here in Australia.
Had a big wing at the M20.
Yeah, had a great race there. Managed to take the win and it wasn't an easy race, but dialed in the setup a few days prior. Kind of came in on the Tuesday before the event and dialed in a bit of my setup that I wanted to do. Did a couple of downwind runs and ended up going with the 7 metre wing.
7 metre?
Yeah.
Which we have behind us.
Exactly, which is, managed to top that out at 32 knots, which is pretty quick
32 knots
on the way. So going down there and then had a pretty long mast, went with the 1035 mast just because it wasn't the speed, but it was more the forgiveness. If you come out the back of the swells, sometimes they're just complete vertical. So if you're coming over with that much speed, chasing up and over, just wanted that little bit extra playroom to catch me and not have to adjust as much. So especially in the second half of the race when you're getting into the middle, an hour and a half, that keeps the concentration
No
going.
breaches?
I
Can't
had
imagine breaching at 32 knots.
I had a couple of breaches, but it was all slight. Like I all pretty much just jumped on the back foots, or even if I was about to breach, jumped it.
Yep.
And then just came back and reset because you lose a second or two versus having a crash is a big loss. So
just for those who may not be familiar with the format, so it was a wing race.
it's a wing downwind race. We raced between two islands, between Molokai and Oahu.
Yep.
It's about 40 miles straight line. And I think I ended up doing about 46 miles. I think it was about 70 something k's. So yeah.
And first across the line, so
First,
congratulations.
Thanks. That was a good race.
And today we've got a couple of new toys. So
We do.
These were only released, what, 2 weeks ago?
Exactly.
2 3 weeks ago.
Yep.
They're brand new Armstrong surfboard. Do you want to take us through a bit of the design aspects and exactly what we're looking at here?
Yeah. So a few things we've done is sort of flatten them out through the contours in the bottom here. Just giving that little bit more board speed, a little bit more acceleration. A lot of the prone boards, you're not coming down and hitting the bottom of the wave like you are with a traditional surfboard.
Mm-hmm.
So having that flatter board for longer gives you more surface area and a little bit more speed when you come up on the floor.
Yeah, so a much flatter rocker, double scoop at the front.
Yeah.
And it looks thinner, and the nose a little bit rounder than the prior ones.
It is more compact. It's more compact. You just get a little bit more direct feeling between your board and the foil.
So important, isn't it? Master foil connection.
Exactly. Yeah. Just a very critical. We've also put the foot straps in, so you can have the option if you want to jump. We've got the deck pad as we do with a lot of our newer models, that you've got a little bit of a mound in the back here so you can feel where that back foot is. You know if it's on this pad or up here. And that's been great for a lot of people to be, okay, this is where my back foot is. We don't have to look down and you just stand up and you go, yeah, there. And you still got a kick pad at the back, you can duck dive. That.
Show that on the camera too, so the lines here line up exactly with...
It lines up with the back of the foil tracks, and then it goes about to almost the sort of the midpoint here on the front, so there.
Nice little kick pad here, so potentially wing it as well. Tuck your feet in the back, which is always important.
And you can put foot straps on it and wing it too if you wanted to.
So good for the toe, good for prone,
Exactly.
potentially wing the smaller boards,
Yep.
more so the bigger boards.
And even if you're learning to prone on the bigger 42, 48, it's going to be an easy platform, it's stable. That's a lot of boards, they're getting quite thin, which is great for your board speed and that, but for stability and getting up, you're going to have a little bit more stability through this board on the pop-up, especially in whitewater. Because whitewater, it gets a little bit wobblier, it gets a little bit more like that, and your early learning phases, having a board that's a little bit wider is going to give you a bit more stability.
Yeah, definitely the width. I know a few guys have struggled with the mid-length in terms of proning, so to have that little bit of extra width with the prone board. This one here, that's a 36 litre.
There's a 42, so
42.
32 and a 42.
We have these on demo for our demo day tomorrow, which is going to be a lot of fun. So in terms of the entire range, what are we looking at? What's the minimum, what's the max?
So we go 20 litres, so 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, and then we jump 42, 48. So there's a little bit for everyone in that range.
Yeah.
If you're learning in that phase, it's probably a 36, 42, 48. It's going to be easy learning sort of boards. And then you jump through that mid-range, and that's going to be your next sort of performance, your 32, 28, 20, sort of 24 for the smaller guys. And then 24 and 20 is going to be great. Toe boogie, all that kind of stuff that you're kind of using for there, or a really good program like surfboard. Surfer.
They look fantastic. Can't wait to. Actually, I won't be trying one because I've got stitches on my foot, but you can. The Stonker Brethren will be trying them tomorrow down at Point Dana, which is great. So thanks very much for taking us through it, Aidan.
No problem.
I imagine a bit of time off coming up over Christmas after a busy year.
Yeah, I think it will be a bit of time off, a bit of catching up with the family, seeing all the friends. It's nice to be home.
Yeah, that's awesome.
So, yeah.
The boards are really good. So they are available as of. You can actually pre-order them now at Stonker, and they're on track for delivery as of mid-December at this stage. So you've just come from the factory, so it's all humming over there.
It's all humming, everything's ticking along. It's all coming together.
Yeah, nice. Thanks very much, Aidan, and see you out in the water.